Hi, everyone, and welcome back to ENB's Meet the Team series. We are so excited that today we are introducing our newest mortgage expert, Andrea Devine. Thank you for being here,
Yeah,
Andrea.
thank you for having me, Maddie.
We are so excited to talk to Andrea about some of her advice in the mortgage field. Andrea, you are new to this specific role, but you've been with ENB for quite a while and have worked in mortgage for even longer than that. So tell us a little bit about your experience in the field.
Sure. So I will be with ENB for 10 years in January. Prior to that, I started my banking career in 2003 and worked as a teller, customer service. And while doing the customer service role, I did consumer lending for auto loans, home equity loans, those types of things. And I had a manager here at ENB say, "Hey, have you ever decided to give mortgage lending a try?" I've always loved the lending piece of what I did before in the branch role, and I decided to give it a try. I had an opportunity to become an assistant to one of our mortgage experts here who taught me the ropes of everything. And I've now been in the mortgage expert role myself for about 3 months. Prior to that, I was in the assistant role for about 5 to 6 years. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next chapter here.
We are also looking forward to bringing your expertise onto the team as a full mortgage expert. In your experience, what have you found is different about ENB's approach to mortgage?
Yeah. So definitely that we are a local community bank. Not only do we offer the typical mortgage products, like your secondary market loans, those 30-year fixed loans, and then your typical government loans in what you would be looking FHA, VA, USDA, those types of loans. But we have a numerous of portfolio products that we offer to customers that can fit the needs, especially for people in our communities. And we have a local underwriting staff and processing staff here that helps make local decisions, and we can reach out to them directly with any questions that we have.
That's wonderful. I'm sure that locality really makes a big difference. They understand the market and the field and can really provide that expertise to our customers.
For sure, it does.
That's great. So, when you're helping first-time home buyers specifically buy that first home, take those first steps, if they're not necessarily ready to buy now, what are some tips that you give them that they can do to set themselves up for that decision in the future?
Sure. So we definitely recommend coming in for a pre qualification, even if you think you're not ready quite now, because what ends up happening is for the ones that say, "Hey, I'm not quite ready yet," but what ends up happening is now they're starting to look for homes and they find something and then they want to put in an offer. However, we haven't done a pre qualification or they haven't been pre qualified. So they may miss out on the opportunity with how fast homes are selling on the market. So definitely having that pre-qualification, even if we don't do an official pre-qualification, but sitting down, having the conversation, looking at credit, finances, and what those next steps would be.
Okay, that's great. What are some, like, documents, items that they should have prepared for that pre-qualification meeting?
Sure. So generally, we're going to ask for tax returns. We're going to look for pay stubs. We're going to look for bank statements to show funds that they would have available for the down payment and/or closing costs. So those are. It's pretty much the basic documents that we ask for all of our borrowers. It depends if there's a self-employed borrower, then of course there would be additional documentation. But the biggest things are going to be the tax returns, the pay stubs, and bank statements to show funds available.
Great. And they can just call into their local ENB branch, call ENB's website number to set that meeting up?
That is correct. Yes, we would like for them to call in to set up an appointment because we're not in the branch all the time, or we
Okay.
do float around to different branches to meet for our appointments. So definitely calling in to get something scheduled would be best.
Great. And I'll hit you with kind of a fun question here. When you're
Sure.
working with first-time home buyers, they're ready, they're looking around for homes. What is a common myth that you often encounter when chatting with them that you could kind of debunk in the mortgage world?
Sure. I would say the biggest one is needing to have 20% down. With a lot of first time homebuyer programs out there, you can do as little as 3%
Wow.
down. And with that 3%, those funds can come from grants, they can come from down payment assistance programs, they can be gifted funds. So we have a
Okay.
lot of different options available. And even if you're not a first time home buyer, you still do not need to put that 20% down. You could put as little as 5% down. So, definitely something where you don't need 20%, even if you're not a first time home buyer.
Okay, that's probably such a relief for home buyers to hear when they're reaching for that goal of home ownership. It makes it so much more attainable. That's exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Andrea, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate you sharing your insights and tips,
You're
and we
welcome.
look forward to sharing these with our first-time home buyers. So for more information, you can visit our website at epmb.com/insights. We have tons of educational information there for you. You can also visit our mortgages page at epmb.com/mortgages to get a listing of our product offerings and to see a list of our mortgage experts. Thanks for watching.